All right, so the pre-orders for Mortal Kombat 1 are happening very, very soon. Of course, this is for US. I think it's already started happening overseas in the global markets, but that's caused a little bit of some leak confusion with the DLC and Combat Pack. So I kind of wanted to make this video because while I was excited to see that news, once I started diving in, I was like, yeah, this isn't right. This doesn't sit right with me. So let's go ahead and talk about what's being discussed and letting you know what I have to say about it. So the first bit is a Amazon post from the Amazon Italy website saying that they have a pre-order folder for Mortal Kombat 1 and it leaked the playable characters for the Combat Pack 1 that we mentioned in a previous video, and it mentioned some of our recent fan favorites including Homelander and Peacemaker, while also giving us a list of the 5 cameo characters that we'll be able to play with. So I went to the website and went and translated it in for Google so you can see it. So it says, includes early access, minimum 72 hours, copy of the game, Combat Pack 1, which includes 6 playable characters. Ready for it? Quan Chi, Omni-Man, Ermac, Peacemaker, Takeda, and Homelander. I'll get to it in a second. 5 cameo characters. We have Tremor, Johnny Cage, Chameleon, Movado, and Farah. Not Farah and Tor. No Tor, just Farah. She's dumped him, I guess. I don't know, or they're no longer partners. And of course, skin of Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, immediately when I saw this, I was looking, I'm familiar with Amazon. I work part-time in retail, so I have dealt with Amazon before in most cases. So I'm looking for, is it sold and shipped by Amazon? What kind of credibility does it have? And there's some suspicious things about it. All right, so it says it's sold and shipped by Amazon. So that would make it seem like it's legit. It has like the money back guarantee, all that kind of good stuff, all the coverage. But it says like the page is from Austria, even though it's an Italian web page. It says that the product's being sourced from Austria. And then I've seen some things on Twitter where someone found this kind of similar page where it's saying it's being sourced from the United Kingdom. So I don't know about that one. And I don't know why. If these details were available, why can't you find them anywhere else officially, right? I know that in the past, sometimes global retailers or even other retailers in the United States I've seen, sometimes they get their hands on metadata for certain products that they should not have and they put it in the description. But this does just seem kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, Ed Boon is having that community chat today, and I just don't understand. I just don't think they would do that. They're going to talk about the pre-orders. They're going to talk about the game. They're going to talk about what's already been released to the public. They might give you a few more details, but of their own discretion, not in this manner where they're just putting it on an Amazon site. So it just doesn't sit right with me. And I think given how the recent, a lot of fans want Ermac. A lot of, we've had this recently leaks with, Omni-Man in the past and Peacemaker and Homelander. And then the Movado and Farah thing and Chameleon, those just don't sit right with me. I know that Tremor has been recently in the Mortal Kombat Mobile. It's been kind of like his promotion for the month or whatever. So, Tremor's not out of the realm of whatever, but I mean, he was in MKX. So it doesn't sit right with me. That's all I'm going to say. It just does not sit right with me. Now, there's been another one that has come out, and it's more of just like is it a slip up or is it, maybe it's a misconception. So I took a snippet of this one. I did this on Future Boy, who's Twitter and YouTube, and I think this is more, well, it's basically the Brazilian Mortal Kombat webpage. If you go to Google search and you were to search for Mortal Kombat for that, it gives a description, and then below the description, it lists terms, and it says Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Raiden, and Kano. And he, as amongst others I've seen, have been thinking that maybe that means that Sonya Blade and Kano are going to be in the game. That's not to say that they probably would not be in the game. I mean, that's possible they could be. If Johnny Cage, whether he's a skin or a cameo player, maybe he is, but I don't think that's quite what this is saying. I think this is just more, at least I could be wrong, but I've seen this before when I've done Google searches, and I think this is more of like popular search terms included with that post, like that web listing, like Mortal Kombat 1. So people have been looking for Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Kano, or those are also possible popular search terms just with MortalKombat.com, either globally or preferably just with the Brazilian webpage. So I don't think that this is really telling us that these characters are going to be in the game. I don't think this was a leak or a a slip up on Google's part to do that. Because when I went to the page, I couldn't find anything in there that said that. So I don't think that's what this is. I don't think that's what this is. While I'm very hopeful that we'll get OG characters in the game, I think they'll be in a different way. Like I said, I don't know what their purpose is in the story, but I think it'll come later on in the game. So that's my take on that. I don't think that we're actually going to get of the playable characters that were leaked in the Amazon post. I feel confident that Quan Chi. I mean, I would hope. I feel confident that Quan Chi would make a comeback. I mean, you have to have somebody. I'm not really sure how Liu Kang has made his universe and world, but you would have to have some. I mean, the NetherRealm. Does NetherRealm ever go away? I mean, it's kind of like hell. So does it ever go away? I don't know. I wouldn't think so. So I think Quan Chi is always around. If you have Shang Tsung, you probably do have Ermac. I mean, he's just a culmination of souls, so you probably have that. You possibly could have Takeda. I don't know. I mean, we really haven't had any other kids or any type of like ancestors. I mean, given the way it's structured, I guess you could have Scorpion could have more family and ancestors in this game, so it's possible. But as far as some of the more 3D era characters like Chameleon, Movado, and then Ferrantor, while I don't think it's out the realm of possibility, I still know why I would say Farah. It would be Ferrantor. So that's my take on that. Let me know in the comments down below what you think as far as, do you believe the Amazon post? Of the characters listed, do you want to see them in the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And that's it for this video, guys. Enjoy that like button, or more subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time on the Mashup.